Hey everybody, listen, I just wanted to make a quick video. I've been meaning to, about a week or two ago, I had a very strange dream, and it was almost prophetic, and I know it was prophetic. I knew it was different than most dreams. It wasn't just a dream, and it's basically giving me proof that Lahaina was a government job, an inside job, and it was done by laser beams. A lot of people have been saying this. They say it's conspiracy theory. In this dream, it was here in Connecticut. It was actually happening, but wherever it was, it looked like almost California. I don't know, but I was somewhere under a highway near a beach, and it was a beautiful sunny day, and all of a sudden this yellow laser just came out of the sky in the daytime, and ahead of us, and it was burning like. Everything the laser touched, it was going down the street slowly, and it was cutting everything in half. This yellow laser beam just came down from a satellite, and everywhere it went, and it went right by me, and it cut the street in half. And then I looked up, and it had gone and cut. There was a big highway bridge, and the whole highway was cut in half by this beam of fire, this laser. And it was catching things on fire, and it was literally just cutting in half. And the whole thing just collapsed with cars coming down and everything. People were driving down this big highway thing in the sky, and all of a sudden this beam comes through and just cut cars and cut the road in half, and everything collapsed. And everywhere this beam went, it burned like about that wide, just burned right through everything, and destroyed everything in its path. It was really weird. It went right by my arm as I was walking down the road. And I'm looking out at the beach, and I see this thing ahead of me, and it just went right by me and burned right through the street, right through everything. And then everything it came in contact was cut right through, like slicing through warm butter. And then I woke up, and I knew that was exactly the technology that they were using in Lahaina. They can pinpoint, and they were also in the dream using this thing. I knew in my head that they can actually use it on certain people. On targets, like they can hone in on your cell phone or on the mark of the beast, if you have it, or those of you who have been vaccinated, there's a metal in your system. They can find you, and they can actually zoom in and take you out just like that. It would only take one quick, and nobody would even know it hit you. Like a stray bullet from the sky, bam, and you're taken out. And so they were using this technology to kill people and to destroy houses and cities and all kinds of stuff. And they can find you on radar when you have this chip or your cell phone or whatever with you, and they know who you are and where you are, and they can literally just press a button and find you and zap you, and you're gone. 1 minute you're driving down the street, and boom, your car blows up. Or you're in your house, and boom, the house catches on fire. And everybody says, oh, it was just an explosion. Oh, it was a house fire. Oh, the car no, baloney. They're using this technology to kill you. And it will be used. It's used in war already. And these lasers are no kidding. They can use it from a drone. It can be a drone strike. But that's what I saw. And people were being taken out. Like literally, they're just walking down the street. And whoever they wanted to take out, kill, Christians, conspiracy theorists, whistleblowers, boom. They found you and you were vaporized. Just like that. And so it's like alien technology. And they're going to try to say it's aliens or whatever. I don't know. But I do know that this is very real. And it does exist. And I saw it very clearly in my dream, and I knew that it was the answer to Lahaina, to Hawaii, to what happened there. And not just Hawaii. Many places around Canada, all these fires that are starting everywhere, this is how they're doing it. They're doing it from satellites and drones in outer space, and just zapping and causing destruction, and blaming it on global warming, or blaming it on accidents, or blaming it on, aliens, or what. It's the New World Order. So, also, I really feel, and I'm not a prophet, but I really believe that this October there's going to be a major earthquake somewhere, that it will be world headlines, and some city will be destroyed. And I also believe that this is the beginning of the last 3-year tribulation. I don't know for sure, but I think that we are in the final 3 years starting this October. I hope I'm wrong. Because that means that the 7-year tribulation already began years ago, and now we're in the final 3 of the 7 years. So you know it's coming fast. And everything's speeding up. Everything's speeding up. Even if the 7 year hasn't started yet, and it's not the last 3 years, but the beginning, something's happening. I mean, this synod and synodality, and now all of a sudden they're throwing in a doobie, or what, a dubia, okay? Pay attention how the church is going to link up with the New World Order and start preaching a false gospel and start trying to enforce one world religion after this year-long synod on synodality, where they're going to try to change some things. And people saying, oh, they can't change the doctrines of the church. They can't change don't tell me what they can and cannot do. The Bible says it's going to happen. This has already been planned by the Freemason New World Order. It's coming to pass. You will see. So I'm tired of being a conspiracy theorist. I'm tired of being labeled a kook. It's not just me. Many of us out here have the same conclusions. We're given the same ideas here from God. So it's happening. And if you're so worldly and godless and you don't know your Bible and you don't know Jesus, then of course you're not going to know. And tomorrow, by the way, at now they're saying 2:30 on the news, but it's going to happen at 2:20 p.m. They don't want people to be able to be aware of when it's going to happen. So between 2 and 3 o'clock, I would shut off your phone and unplug your smart TV and shut it off and unplug the cable. Do not have any smart devices, laptops, computers, TVs, cables. Unplug them and disconnect them completely from any internet cables or cable TV or any of that, satellites, whatever, and shut them off and kill the power on everything. Don't be, stupid and, curious and want to be in on this. Just like, bragging about, I got my vaccine, you need to get yours. Don't be stupid mob mentality. Listen to us. They're going to be sending out a signal. There's no need to do a national emergency broadcast alert on everyone's TV and phone and computer and laptop. This is syncing you with the New World Order satanic network. This way, if you think that they're already listening to everything and watching you on your phones and smart TVs, and laptops and everything, every smart device, they can listen and hear and watch, even if it's off, even if the power is off. They're already tracking you all. They know where every device is. They're all chipped. The next phase is the mark of the beast chipping you and I. And those vaccines are preparing your body to make you a biomechanical and merged with artificial intelligence, AI, nanobot technology to make you a walking cell phone, a walking cell tower. Then once you get the mark of the beast, you're done. It's going to merge with your body and it's permanent. You can't take it out because of this. This is the whole plan, to make you an AI, to make you no longer in God's image and likeness, to make you a slave. Once you're plugged in like a computer chip yourself, a walking cell phone yourself, into the grid, they, with the press of a button, can put things into your head. They control your thoughts. They control your health. They can kill you. They can track you. They can read your thoughts. There's all kinds. You guys don't understand how high tech this technology is. Stay off of it. Listen to the real Holy Spirit-filled Christians who are warning you. Don't get the jabs. Do not take the mark of the beast, because the Bible says you'll go to hell. Do not have your cell phones on so you can be part of, my phone's going off too. Look, isn't this cool? Like some kind of a movie where everybody's phones are going off making these loud noises and their TVs, and isn't this cool? It's not cool. Remember the movie Greenland? Probably didn't see it. Same thing happened there. But in that movie, only those who were being chosen to be sheltered by the government to survive the Holocaust from the natural disaster, they got the alert on their phone. If you didn't get an alert, you were not being saved. Okay, so listen, trust me. I'm wrapping my phone in tinfoil. I'm hiding it inside an oven mitt. I'm shutting it off, wrapping it in tinfoil, and hiding it in oven mitts for that around that day tomorrow. And I'm unplugging them. We don't have cable or internet or computers or anything. Don and I only have smartphones. So we are shutting them off, wrapping them in tinfoil, and hiding them under blankets and inside pots so nobody can get to our phone and download this technology into our phone or find us. And I don't want our phones and TV admitting this kind of frequency into our ears, even though we've not been vaxxed, because we don't know what it's going to do, but we know it's not good. And so we're not trusting it. We've known about this for years before it even happened, and now it's happening. It's not conspiracy theory since it's actually happening. So we're not taking any chances, and even though our TV is not hooked up to any kind of internet or cable, it's still a smart TV, so we are going to unplug them and put a blanket over them or whatever, and just, we're not even going to be at home during this anyway, but we are not going to have our phones on tomorrow and around this time. They say it's 2:30, but I've heard 2:20 for months. I'm not even taking a chance. Between like 12 and 6, I'm having it off or whatever. We don't need a phone all the time anyway. Or between like 5 of 2 and 3 o'clock is probably the hour they're going to be doing it. And I don't want to be out in public during this time either, because you don't know what it's going to do to people. And I don't want to hear that signal. I'm going to be putting my earplugs in that hour. I'm not kidding you. You think I'm overdoing it? If I'm wrong, no big deal. Conspiracy theory, no big deal. No harm, no foul. But if I'm right, and I didn't even get the jab, then I don't want to have to say I told you so, and I'm not going to be a statistic. So I'm not going to make it easy for the New World Order run by Satan, the Antichrist, to just pick me off, okay? Or you. And if you want to be stupid and laugh, because he doesn't believe, but he's going to see. What's he doing? What's so funny?
What's wrong with your daddy?
Anyway, the point is, take it or leave it. I'm warning you. I've known about this for months. Nobody believed me. Now it's public news. Tomorrow you will see. Maybe nothing will happen at all. But I'm telling you, there's something not right about this. There's something not right about this. We were right about the vaccine and the jab, and the idiots who got the jab are still going and getting more. You didn't learn the first time. You didn't listen to us the first time. Now they're doing this. Lahaina and the laser beams, we had video footage of people getting zapped by lasers and everything was catching on fire. And you're trying to say, oh, it was a forest fire. No, it wasn't. And you're not even listening to people and watching the video footage from people who were there. People who were there, witnesses, nobody's listening. Nobody's even talking about it. What about the thousands of kids that were rounded up and taken away? They still haven't found them. Thousands of kids were taken into government custody because apparently they were, their parents or whatever died in the fires, and we never saw them again. Don't you think that's a little strange? You people just want to bury your heads up in the sand like ostriches, okay, and pretend, oh, well, it's not affecting me, or, oh, I don't want to hear it, I don't want to know, I don't believe it, oh, conspiracy. You have been warned, and it's happening, and you're still not listening to us, and you're still calling us crazy Christians and conspiracy theorists. Then you deserve the death and tribulation and hell you are going to find yourself in. We've warned you. Jesus has warned you. The Bible's warned you. You don't listen. So, hey, you bring a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, and I'm tired of it. And also one other thing last night, I'm not going to keep having nightmares about my family and having these nightmares that keep me up all night about terrible things my family has done to me. They kept me from getting good careers. They've got me. I got fired from an FBI job. I got fired from a police department job. Couldn't become a cop because of them. I got fired from a school. No, actually, I quit the school before they tried to fire me because my niece worked there. My family, my sisters, both my sisters and my niece, and even my stepmother, have all participated many times in keeping me from getting very good paying jobs within the government, police department, FBI, Sikorsky, because they all work at these places and have a lot of clout and power and know a lot of people. Thanks to riding on my father, may he rest in peace, his coattails, he helped him get the job through his good name, because my father was a very powerful, well-known man. He had all sorts of jobs he was even working for Hillary Clinton at one point. My dad was in the FBI, the Fugitive Task Force. He was in the president of the union for the U.S. Marshals. He was a lead homicide detective, known world-renowned for solving crimes that nobody could solve. He was a cop. He was, my gosh, my father did so many different things. Anti-terrorist training. Leukemia took him out. But my father was very well known throughout law enforcement and in politics. Very powerful man. I mean, if you saw the funeral that they had for him, they shut down the highway and all the roads as my dad's procession, which was miles long, came through the towns, okay? That's what they do for very powerful people. My dad would roll in his grave if he ever saw what my family's doing to me and how they've held me back all this time to keep me from being the great man like my father was. I would outshine them all if I ever worked with them in police department. Oh, some of them are cops, so they don't let me be a cop because they don't want me to be as good as my father. They don't want me in the FBI because they don't want me outshining my niece. They don't let me work for Sikorsky because my sister works at a high position there and doesn't want me outshining her. My family has blocked me from Facebook and stuff and doesn't want anyone to know that we're related, okay? Because I'm such a Christian and they're not. God has seen what my family has done to me many times. They threw me to the street to let me die when I had nowhere to go, and they all had plenty of ability to get me hired at a good job, to get me back on my feet, to give me a room in their homes. They had plenty of extra rooms. They all have nice big homes and six-figure incomes. They have clout. They could have got me jobs. They could have helped me. But they wanted me to die poor on the street and said I deserve it. Why? Why? Because I'm a Christian? Because I went to seminary and it didn't work out, so I deserve to die in the street? God will repay you all. And I've been begging him to have mercy to forgive you all what you've done to me. I'm talking to my family right now, not even some of the friends who have abandoned me and church folk who have abandoned me, but I'm talking about my own family. Jesus warned this would happen to people who were called to serve him, that your own household, your biggest enemies would be within your own household, and your family and friends would be the first to turn you into authorities. Okay? Well, it's happened to me. My family keeps saying, oh, what a loser. Don't feel bad for him. You know, he did it to himself. No, I didn't. The truth is, I've never been a drug addict or a pedophile or a criminal or none of that. I'm a very good person. I'm a God-fearing, loving man. I have no criminal record. I've done nothing wrong, and I never would. But they want to tell, they've actually gone and ruined my reputation and slandered me and told the police and the FBI and the seminary, apparently, that I'm an alcoholic, that I'm a homosexual, that I'm a drug addict. I've had people come back and tell me, we didn't hire you because your niece told us, and she's been here a few years and working for the FBI, that not to hire you, you're an alcoholic and a drug addict. Which is not true, and she knows that, and she's the one that drinks every day. My sister Teresa, when she found out I got hired as a security officer, and I was hired as security in the FBI building, my niece put a kibosh on that. I got in there fair and square. It took years to get approved, to get hired. My sister Donna wouldn't let me get hired in New Haven Police Department. My sister Teresa wouldn't let me get hired at Sikorsky. I got hired and then fired in the same day because they found out that she worked there and has Yankee white clearance and told them terrible things about me, and they said they weren't going to hire me. And she told me, and then she said, I didn't know you were applying here. Go work at Pratt & Whitney. Go work somewhere else. You don't need to work where I work. My own family, my own flesh and blood, would keep me from getting jobs that they know I need to survive, to pay my bills, to have a roof over my head, and they've done nothing but keep me from working the same good jobs that they have so they can have a six-figure income and benefits and 2-week vacation and all that. They keep me poor. They keep me down. They've slandered me so bad I can't get off this blacklist now. I'm on a list. Literally a government list. They think I'm crazy, a drug addict, a loser, an alcoholic, a faggot. I mean, the list goes on. They've tarnished my reputation just to keep me down and make it so I can never rise up again and literally survive. I'll never get a good job because of what they've done. Not in this state. Not within law enforcement ever again. Not within government or politics because of what they've done. Because my family has too high positions and too much power and clout. They know all the right people or all the wrong people. If the Christians know these are the wrong people. But anyway, the point is my family is on Satan's side. Very high up and on the Antichrist. They'll be the first to take the jabs and the mark of the beast when it comes. And they already probably have. And so, you know what? The Lord showed me again last night, why do you keep praying and holding on to them? They don't care about you. It's been over 4 years. They've left you to die. They've done everything they can to make sure that you don't succeed in life, to make sure you die on the street. They're mad that people are helping you, that God is helping you survive. They don't like it. They want to see you dead. They want you out of their hair. They don't want the truth to come out about you and make all their lies that they've told people for years come back to them and haunt them. The Lord made it very clear to me last night, and because I woke up from this dream and I was so heartbroken and angry because I had to keep reliving in this dream terrible things that they said and did to me, even in my own home. You know, how that my niece won't let me in her own house or in her own property and kicks me out when I grew up in that house. And they took that house from me and gave it to her. Okay? Sold it to her for real cheap. And basically I got screwed out of inheritance. Okay? And I was thrown into a rundown, moldy trailer that wasn't fit for living in. Okay? They ran me out of my home. They didn't let me see the will. It was against my father's will and wishes. They just pulled a lot of bad stunts to take advantage of me and get rid of me and mistreat me as soon as my father died. And they tried doing that before my father died. And on my dad's deathbed, he begged them not to do this to me, and they told him, we're not helping him, we won't give him a dime. And so he turned to me with a tear in his eye and said, so I can't help you anymore, I'm so sorry, I'm afraid what this family's going to do to you when I'm gone. And I just told him, Dad, you're dying right now, don't worry about me, worry about Jesus. I've got something they don't have. I am your son. So I am just as intelligent and capable as you are, genetically. And I've got God, and they don't. And they're going to be very sorry when they tangle with one of God's servants. So don't worry about me. God's got me, Dad. You just go rest in peace. God has got me. And He has had me. But they've made it very painful and difficult for me for no reason, my own flesh and blood. Well, the only one that's actually flesh and blood is my sister Teresa, because my sister Donna was adopted. Her daughter's obviously not blood related to me. She's never liked me. Donna doesn't like me. My stepmother is my stepmother. She's not blood related. So these people don't love me anyway, and they're not even blood related. So what do they care whether I live or die, right? And my narcissistic, selfish, social climbing, backstabbing sister Teresa, she's the only blood, and she used to say blood is thicker than water. We got to take care of each other. And then she hurt me more than anybody else and kept me from multiple jobs. She took multiple positions from me over the years. When she knew I was applying to work somewhere, she went and got the job instead of me. Then she told them not to hire me. Okay, my sister has done nothing but basically raked me across the coals. When I got smashed up in a car accident, broke my neck, and needed a surgery and needed a lawsuit, she nagged me every day asking for money. When are you getting your lawsuit? When are you getting your lawsuit? It wouldn't stop for 2 years until I gave her over $6,000 or $10,000 from that lawsuit. Nag, telling me I owe it to her and I should give her more. I'm the one that got the neck broken in the car accident. I almost died. I was almost crippled. And she took my money. And she knew that I needed that money to live, because I was living in a rundown trailer full of mold and the roof was leaking. I had no food. I had no job at the time because I got hurt in a car accident. And my sister wanted to take what little money I was going to get from the lawsuit. And she took it from me. She already had a 6-figure income, a big house, and 2 brand new cars. That wasn't enough for her. She would take what her brother, who was barely surviving, who's on the street practically, and take what little he had left to survive, and she did. That's the kind of family I come from. Now, I could have become just as wicked as them, just as selfish, cold-hearted, and godless. But I chose Jesus. So when they're burning in hell, and I hope that doesn't happen, I say, God, I forgive them, please forgive them. But that's not up to me. Because if they treat me this way, they treat other people this way as well, no doubt about it. I just want my family to be very well warned. Your time is running out down here. And you're probably going to end up on Satan's side and you will burn for eternity. You better come to Christ now. I forgive you and I ask God to forgive you. But what you have done to me will not be forgotten. God saw it all, and maybe I can't do anything about it now. But God will avenge me. You will not get away with what you've done, especially since I'm a servant of Christ. So be forewarned. But today, I had to cut the cord. It's been almost 4 years now since I've seen and talked to them. And the Lord basically said, Stephen, they don't care about you. They want you dead. You've been dead and buried to them a long time ago. They're not coming back, and you don't want these people in your life anyway. They're not going where you're going. They're not good people. They're not Christians. Cut the cord. Stop loving them and worrying about them. I mean, you can love them from a distance, but stop trying to stay in Connecticut because you want to be close to them, hoping that they're going to come back and apologize, hoping that you'll have peace, hoping that you can amend things, hoping that they'll come to their senses and realize what they've done to you. They're too full of pride to ever admit what they've done. They're narcissistic. They will never, because if they had to do that, they would have to admit to everything everyone that they've been lying about you and everything all these years, and people would not trust them anymore. They would have to admit that they are evil, cold, nasty people who did this to their own brother, their own uncle, their own stepson. And they will never do that. They have too much to lose. Their reputation would be forever tarnished if people knew what they did to a good person and their own family. They would lose all respect from everyone that they work for and everything that they've built. God will avenge me one day. God will make them pay. I hope that they make it to heaven. I don't want them in hell. But I wouldn't be surprised if God made them my servants for all eternity if they do get to heaven. Oh, they would hate that, wouldn't they? They'd probably choose hell over that. Oh well. The point is, I want them saved, but it's not up to me, and it's not looking good for them. If me and myself have to fear that I won't make it, and I'm trying like hell, what about them who are just living these worldly, stupid world? Everything's about their career, their money, their family, their homes, their jobs, their cars, their kids. Worldly. They have no Jesus, and they don't even have love for me. No love of God, no love of neighbor, and no love for their own family member. They don't stand a chance. So please pray for them that they give their life to the Lord and that they're converted and saved. Every time I go to Mass, I lift them up in Mass, begging God to convert and save them, begging Him to forgive them what they've done to me, begging God to help me forgive them what they've done to me, because I can't even sleep at night because I'm so hurt about what they've done to me. So I just want to let you know and let them know, I cut the cord. Today I finally imagined a rope attached to me and going from me to my family, and I cut it. I'm done. I'm dead to you, then you're going to be dead to me now. I cannot. I'll always be there for you in prayer. I will pray for you. I love you, but I am not going to let you. I'm on a video. Stop being rude. That's rude. This is serious. I got to end the video now. But the point is, I'm done. I want my family to know I'm done now. It's not that I don't care or love you. I can't anymore. You're holding me back. I'm wasting time on what I need to do in my life. And I'm not going to stay in this state waiting because in case I don't want to miss one of your funerals, or what if you're dying and I want to make amends with you. I don't have time to wait for you anymore. You left me dead on the street with no hope, no mailing address, no reputation. You destroyed it. Nothing. No hope of rebuilding or surviving. You literally left me for dead. Purposely did that to me so I couldn't survive. But God and good Christians made it so I could. You killed me. And yet I still pray for you every day and miss you and cry over you and hope that you'll come back and that we can get along again and be a family again. Today I finally decided. It's been 4 years. I'm done. I'm done now. So good luck. I hope you make it. Terrible things are coming. You're not going to even be ready. And the one person in this family who knew Jesus and who knew the way out of it and to navigate what's coming, you're going to be clueless because you ejected him out of the family. You turn your back on me, you also turned your back on Christ. So, bye. You might be my family, but if you don't make it to heaven anymore, I'm not going to feel bad anymore. I mean, I will because that's the kind of person I am, but I'm not losing sleep over you anymore, over your life, over your soul, over your stupidity any longer. I loved you very much. I never did a thing to any of you to deserve what you've done to me. The damage is irreparable, and still I love and forgive you and try to think what I think about you and hope for the best for you. I'm not going to do that anymore. I don't care anymore. I'm done. I've got to move on. I want to get to heaven, and I want a good life. And I can't have a life dragging a ball and chain behind me that wants nothing to do with me anyway. So I've cut the cord, family. Debbie, Donna, Samantha, all of you, Teresa, Uncle Joey. I hope you make it. I hope you have a good life. But you're now dead to me as well. God bless.